Hey y'all, so most people for Mother's Day get something like flowers or breakfast or whatever. I got that, but I also got a burnout car. Now, this right here was supposed to be my burnout car. It's the coolest car ever, imported from England. It's a 1956 Prefect. Bought it for the intention of being a burnout car. Now, unfortunately, slash fortunately, I guess, it's all original. Everything works, and it's, besides smelling like it's 70 years old in here, it's pretty much perfect. And shut the door. The thing about this car is we can't get any parts for it here. When in 1956, Ford in the UK was not the same as Ford in the US. So they didn't actually manufacture this car or any similar parts in 1956. So the only way we can get parts for this car are to import them. So similar story to what happened with my Camaro. I bought this car to be a drift car. It ended up being too nice to be a drift car. Bought a 350Z. Bought this as a burnout car. Too nice to be a burnout car. We can't replace any of the panels. We can't replace anything if it gets damaged. And like I said, it's all original. The original 3-speed. The original 26 horsepower 4-cylinder motor. I mean, literally down to everything except for the fuel pump is original in this car. So we cannot destroy it. So instead, Archie got me a burnout car for Mother's Day. So this is my Mother's Day present. Now, it doesn't look like much right now. It's a Toyota Starlet. It's really small. It's got some welds on it, which are cracked. It's got a Mustang 2 front end under it. Lots of room for an LS. It's got... Oh, look, it came with an Archie.
That's custom.
Yeah. It's got a few holes in the floorboard.
But
it's got a Ford 9. It's a good base for a burnout car that's already not in perfect shape. So we won't feel so bad, you know, if she gets banged up or... That is pretty cool. The rear windows pop open and closed. But we won't feel bad if she gets beat up. We're gonna throw a... What are we throwing? What transmission is that? 700 R4? Yeah, something like that. A LS carbureted, and we got a bunch of parts already, so it should be pretty quick to build it. But this is my Mother's Day present. Levi drove up and got it. We got it from BCC Zach. It was supposed to be a burnout car for him, but he went a different direction, so we are gonna do it. It's pretty small, so for those that don't know, the reason why we end up with these small cars like the Prefect and the Starlet is that we have this enclosed trailer over here that Durange is in. Let me make it over here. There's the mentioned 350Z that I bought instead of the Camaro. But the lights aren't going to work in here. So let's see if I can turn on a flash here. Alright, the lights are dead, but so the Ranger's sitting here inside the trailer. But right here we have side boxes. Now the trailer's a mess right now, but we have these side boxes, and in order to fit 2 cars in this trailer, it has to fit between this wall and this wall, which is 67 inches wide. So we have to find these tiny cars to be able to run 2 burnout cars to the event. Obviously, the Ranger is not going to fit up in the nose, and I don't want to have to buy a new trailer. So we are buying cars that are narrow. They can fit up here in the nose. We're going to add some strapping points. We put a board right here. Well, that's what these boards are, that I can run over, and that way we can take 2 cars to the events. So because of that, we had to find little cars. So the Starlet is going to be my new burnout rig, and it's going to be NA to begin with. I don't have very much experience in doing burnouts. I've done drifting, and you know, I have driven the Ranger, but this is going to be my car. And honestly, I want to start out in open and just learn how to
Open, she means pro and A.
in the beginning, I want to start in open so that you know, I can just get practice and seat time and not be competing against all the big guys. But eventually it'll be in pro NA, and then who knows, maybe we'll get a pro charger, or we'll make some room, just take off the whole front and put a blower on there. So, but yeah, that is the new burnout rig, and one day we'll test to make sure it actually fits in the front of the trailer, but by our measurements we should have a few inches of room on each side. So that is all. Y'all have a good one. Hope all you mothers had a great Mother's Day, and we'll see you the next time.